Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sanjana. I'm currently doing a series called #GetSet2022. So basically in this series, I'll be creating planner spreads that will really help you set up a strong foundation for 2022 so that you can work on your goals and enjoy the process and also achieve them. So in this particular video, I will be creating a quintessential plan for my main goal of 2022. So last week we set up our goals here in the Sync Bucket planner. By the way, if you're using any other planner, that is totally fine. So my main goal for 2022 is to focus on well-being, and also I've set an action-based goal. Mine is 1 hour daily slow living routine. So I'm vaguely aware of what this is and what I want to do in this particular, like how do I want to achieve this goal. But that is not enough because, life might change over the next year and you don't know how your daily routine is going to look like. So I want to be creating a plan that sort of anticipates, like before prepping for this video, I really focused on thinking about, okay, what type of situations I might face in the future and be best prepared for it. Beyond that, if something happens, give yourself a break because you have done your best while planning. I went ahead and covered up the print that was on here because I will be adding a lot of information here and I need space. So for this particular setup, I will be using this Disney Princess sticker book from Happy Planner, and there are some nice like functional as well as decorative ones. So I thought I'll use that. Let's start off with writing like what our goal is. And I thought I'll add this really nice charcoal gray box sticker with some rose gold sprinkles on there. And I'm pairing this box sticker with a really nice princess decorative sticker because I love how she's just sitting down and it's like nice and relaxing stage, and I feel this depicts like what my goal is. So yeah, I am gonna be doing that, and I want to add this like in the middle. So my goal for 2022, this is my main goal. I have a couple of other things. The reason why I like to prioritize it is because sometimes things get overwhelmed. So instead of like giving up on everything, you can at least have one priority so that you can tell yourself, it's okay if I don't work on the others today, I need to work on my main goal. So this is my goal. The next steps that I'm going to be mentioning, you can use it for your goal too. If not, you can use the prompt that was mentioned in there. To be honest, like I did not go through it because I was quite sure of what I wanted to do, as I'm like working on these goal setting stuff from quite some time now, like from I think this is my 7th year or something. So over the years I have learned and I've figured out what works. I'm also a mindset coach, so for my coaching too I learned a lot. So based on that I have created this plan, and yeah, like I mentioned, you can use the same steps in order to create your plan. So the next thing that I want to be adding is, I actually wanted to get the same kind of sticker. Let's get in this nice peachy pink and also a little bit of yellow because I love the way yellow looks. Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here, and then this one over here. And to add like a decorative sticker along with the box, the reason why it has got this odd like shape at the top is because these stickers are specifically made to be used in the Happy Planner, and in the monthly calendar boxes, you want the date to be shown, right? So that's the reason they choose that shape. That's totally fine. It doesn't bother me a lot because I can pair it up with nice decorative stickers. And here are some dainty little roses that's gonna look nice and make this spot not seem that awkward. So now you know what your goal is. The next step is to figure out why. Why do you want to work on that goal, or why do you want to achieve that goal? So that is what I'm gonna write here. So once you know what your why is, it's time to get into the details. The next important thing to know is when will you be working on your goal. So I'm gonna add here when. And this is the really nice part about setting an action-based goal. So you can set two types of goals, action-based and result-based. So I like setting action-based because I know what I need to do. So that is pretty clear. And also it's kind of in my control. So I'm not really measuring myself based on the results, because results depends on a lot of external factors that's totally not in our control. So I like to have control on my end. That just helps me approach the situation better. And coming to when I'll be working on the goals, so I'm gonna be adding here as morning and or evening. So my goal, like I said, is to practice a 1 hour daily slow routine. And I'm totally fine if I do that in the morning or in the evening before I go to bed, or like half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening. I'm totally okay with it. I'm not concerned, because if you fuss about like the small details, it's just gonna demotivate you in the future, as every day is not gonna be the same. So trust your future self to make a better decision based on that particular day. We have all the main details that we need. Now is the time to start digging a little bit deeper. And we are not calling this a quintessential plan for some random reason. You will see as we progress how clear this is gonna get. And the prompts that I'm sharing with you, like what is your goal? Why do you want to achieve it? When are you gonna work on it? So start, like, either make a note of it and start thinking about like what is it, like what are the answers for these questions when it comes to your goals. I added a rose gold sticker here. I'll be adding another one because I'll be using like a one whole sticker for 2 questions, and I just wanted to like differentiate with these mini boxes. So the next question we want to ask ourselves is, what if I am busy? The most common reason that we give ourselves is, I don't have the time to do it, or like, you know, I'm busy, this thing came up, that thing came up. So you want to ask yourself, what if you're busy? Yes, you want to work on this goal, but what are you gonna do if you get busy and, you know, things come up? The kind of lives that we are living, I don't think 5 minutes is a really big deal to take out of your day in order to work on your goal. So that is what I added there. And then for the next question, I'm adding the sticker here. And the question is, what if I get bored? Because when you keep doing things, the same things every day, there is a tendency to get bored, and that is just how our brains work. But we can definitely think about what to do if we get bored. For me, I am thinking of refreshing. So refresh the routine every month. I think it'll be really nice for me to refresh the routine every month, because I don't want to wait until I get bored and really like break my head around like, you know, oh, what do I do? I'm really bored. I don't want to work on my goals and stuff. So I was thinking, you know, in the Ink Bucket Planner, after this monthly reflection page, you have this notes page. So every month I want to create like a morning routine and a night routine that'll kind of help me work on my goal. So that is what I'm planning to do as of now. Let's see in future if I change things up, I'll obviously update you guys. So as we're progressing in this video, I hope you're able to see the level of clarity that's coming out from each section of the quintessential plan. And next we are going to move on to another section. By the way, when you are creating the quintessential plan for your goal, I recommend you to include all of these sections, because I personally feel that they are important. That's why I'm including it. In case if you want to like simplify, go ahead and do it. But what I will say though is, until this particular section, please follow all of these 4 and the 5th one too. Make sure you don't miss out on these. That is just in case you want to like simplify it. If not, my first recommendation is to include all of the plans. And you need not use this particular spread. You can use like the notes pages that we have at the back. Like you can use 2 pages and make it even more spacious and nice. I just wanted it to be there at the beginning of the planner itself. That just helps the way my mind functions. I think that's really helpful. So this section, let me just bring in another sticker from this digital detox sticker book. This is a new addition to my collection. And I wanted to add like this one bulb like idea kind of a sticker. This one, yep. By this point in our plan, we know what our goal is and why do we want to achieve it. These are, I feel like, the main factors. And then we get into the practicalities of when would we be working on it. Is it like weekly, once, daily, whatever that might be. So for me, it is morning or evening every single day. And then we also anticipated certain scenarios that might come up. Next, it's time to move on to the ideas. For my goal, I know that I want to spend 1 hour living a slow lifestyle. But what am I going to do in that 1 hour? As of now, I'm thinking, okay, I'll do yoga, I can go for a walk, I can do meditation and all of these things. There might come a point where I might get bored by yoga, and at that point in time, the way your mind works, because things start getting a little bit uncomfortable, your brain will start giving you all possible reasons to like not get into that uncomfortable situation. And one of those reasons might be, I don't want to do yoga, but I don't know what else to do. So I want to put down a few ideas I have right now, which I have done in the past. Some of them are new. And whenever I get into that situation, I'm just going to open up this page and pick anything from this list. I've added all the ideas that I have as of now. And I've also left a little bit of space so that during the year, if I figure out any new ideas, I can come and add it here. So whenever my brain goes to that point wherein, I don't want to do yoga, I don't know what else to do, I can just open this page and pick anything from this list. I think it's all like quite doable. I can do it at home itself. I can do it anytime during the day. That will not be a problem. Well, apart from like watching the moon though, because that's how our solar system functions. By the way, I love watching the moon. I think it's just the most magical aspect of our universe. Anyways, I've also added like sit in silence because in the slow living routine, I want to move a little bit away from technology. So if I'm not doing anything, I'm watching a show, and I don't want that situation wherein in my yoga time I watch like something. So I've added sit in silence. This thing is quite uncomfortable for me, so I'll probably like choose anything else here instead of this. Or you never know, I might do this, give it a try too. So these are all the things that I have added now. So we are done with this section. Next, we move on to our daily habits. Whatever goal you have set, I am 100% sure there is something that you can make it a part of your daily routine, which is really going to help you achieve your goal. Before we get to the details, I will be using this particular sticker. I also wanted to like bring in another princess sticker because I feel there's a lot of like functionality going on. I think this one is gonna be quite nice. She looks quite peaceful. Our next section is, like I was mentioning, is about daily habits. It's quite important for me to add a separate section for daily habits. Yes, my goal is to have a 1 hour daily slow living routine, but if I do that, let's say I do it perfectly, it's not possible, but let's say I do that 100% every single day. I'm spending 1 hour on a slow living lifestyle, but in the remaining part of the day, if I end up doing things that is totally opposite to what I'm doing here, the process is gonna get really, really difficult for me, because going from this particular mindset, wherein I'm following things that are not at all complementary to my goal, going from that mindset to this mindset, it'll be so hard. It'll feel like a punishment. So I really want to add this section, because these habits that I'm going to add here will make this like taking action on this goal a lot easier, and I feel like I'm going to enjoy the process a lot more. My habits are, the first one is go to bed by 11:30 p.m. I think this should be my first priority to follow, because waking up early is quite easy for me. Even though I sleep, let's say, at 3 a.m., like midnight, I can wake up at 6 a.m. That is not at all a problem for me. So the main problem for me is to like sleep like for a longer period of time. That's quite hard. So I think first thing that I need to work on is go to bed by 11:30 p.m. so that by 12 I fall asleep. The next important thing is to drink water, plenty of water. And if you see here in this reflection spread, my failures of 2021 was lack of sleep as well as not drinking enough water. That really affected my health quite a bit. I started like facing some problems. So these two things are my main priority. And by the way, if you haven't like watched the reflection video, please go ahead and watch. Trust me, this is the most important part of your entire goal setting process. First, you need to do the reflection of the for the past year. Even if you feel like you haven't achieved a lot, it's fine. Do the reflection. Trust me, you'll find some little thing at least. It's very important to give a closure and then move on to the next one, move on to the next year. So these two are like my first main priorities. And then another thing that I want to do every day is eat all the meals. I have this really bad habit of not eating all the meals. Like some days I don't eat breakfast, I just eat lunch and dinner. Some days I eat breakfast and dinner. It's just not like, I don't think that's a good thing. So I want to eat all the meals, and then eat an apple every day. This one, I've already started doing it. I think I'm doing it for almost a month now, and it has helped my health tremendously. Like I can notice the difference in how I feel and some of the health problems that I have. I can really see that helping a lot. So I want to continue that habit. And next one is go for walks. And next habit is to tidy up, because I feel like having a clean space and having a well organized space will impact your mood in a very good way. If your space is chaotic, you're gonna feel the same way too. So in order to help myself to work on this goal, I need to make sure that I follow all of these habits every single day. I know that there will be days wherein I'll not be able to do all of these things. That is totally fine, but I want to add it here so that it acts as a reminder. And these habits are quite simple. It's not like a difficult thing wherein I need to put in a lot of effort. So it's actually high time that I follow these things. Yeah. I used a whiteout on the artwork that was here too, because I just felt like the vibe wasn't matching. I really feel bad because I love their artwork. It's just the theme that I'm going for. I just wanted to cover that up because I will be using this sticker over here. And this section is quite nice. I feel like it's important that it's part of our quintessential plan. Like I said, I highly recommend you to add all of these sections for your plan too, because I feel it's gonna help. So this one is for Inspiration is an important aspect in life, and with the process of goal setting, creating an action plan, it tends to become a lot serious and a lot like analytical. The SMART goals, make sure it is specific, measurable, all that's totally fine. It is good, in fact, because you're able to set specific goals. But without inspiration, I feel it lacks that human touch, it lacks emotion. So, when I'm working on goals, if I want to reward myself, or if I just want to get inspired, I just wanted to add a few things that I could do which will make me really happy in the process, because end of the day, I want to enjoy the process. Like, that is where life is. It is not on the day you achieve your goal, because whenever you achieve your goal, you'll be happy for one day, then you'll automatically start thinking about what's next. So it's all there in the process, guys. That's really important. Anyways, the first thing that I want to add is like buy flowers, and then I also want to try like new recipes. Next is like bubble bath. I know this is technically like not an inspiration or something, but I think once in a while it's nice to remind ourselves to like take a break. Don't think about any of these things, like don't think about the goals, don't think about the habits, just go and relax. I feel letting yourself off the hook, like that's just the terminology I'm using for this. Sometimes that'll help you to look at these goals from like an external perspective and switch things up, or like it can really help your brain. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And then another thing is do a tarot reading. Then next thing that I want to add is listen to music. Last but not the least, I want to add here as reorganize the room. I think this is something everyone experiences. You have like the furniture arranged in one layout. When you switch things up just a bit, you feel so nice, so refreshed, and like so inspired. So I just wanted to add that in here so that I don't get like stuck, and I don't get into a rut, basically. The next section of our quintessential plan is reminders, and instead of adding them in one place, I thought I could add it in different parts of the spread. So first thing that I'm gonna add here is this is my first reminder. A little goes a long way. And this one, I got it through the one of the Yoga with Adrienne's like challenges. She usually mentions this a lot. Like, she says, if you can't do half an hour, that's fine. Do it for 5 minutes. A little goes a long way. So I really, really love this approach towards life and habits, and to come out of that all or nothing mindset. I really like it. So this is just a reminder that yes, my goal is 1 hour, but if I cannot do it for 1 hour, that's totally fine. I can just do it for even 5 minutes, and that'll be okay. A little goes a long way. So that is one message or reminder that I wanted to add. And then second thing that I want to add here is I don't have to do everything every day. There will be days where I'm genuinely tired and overwhelmed. On those days, like, it's fine. I don't have to do all of these things. And I do believe that if you're too strict and too hard on yourself, your brain has a tendency to completely withdraw itself from all of these things. If I pressurize myself that I have to do all of these things like every single day, my brain would be like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to do it because this is too hard. That pressure is just too much for your brain. So this reminder, I feel it just helps me, like, it just reassures my brain as well as my future self. That's one reminder. The third reminder that I want to add is breathe in and breathe out. This reminder is just universal for everyone in any situation. Whenever I open this page, I can just, when I look at this reminder, I can just take a moment to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and relax for a moment or two. That'll be fine. this is the quintessential plan for the goal that I have set for 2022. I really hope that you found this video helpful, because my main purpose of making this video was to share with you guys the process of creating an action plan, getting more clarity on your goals, and I also want you to enjoy the process of achieving your goals, because that is really, really important. And if you did enjoy and if you're finding my videos helpful, please give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Alright then, I will leave you on that note, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.